When I reviewed the outstanding drama series Pachinko, currently streaming on Apple TV+, there was no doubt in my mind that this was the type of show that ought to clean up at the Emmys. While awards aren't everything or even the best indication of the artistic value of a show, it is hard to think of a work that was more comprehensively excellent this year. It was gorgeously shot, meticulously constructed, and incredibly well acted, a triple threat of television that completely ran the table in all regards. Yet, even with all that it managed to accomplish, the Emmy nominations came and went without giving the show its due. Despite it being a stunning work of art unlike anything that has been released this year, it was passed over for the many awards it deserved. To see it get nothing for acting or best drama series, in particular, made it one of the day's most grave oversights. It serves as one of those moments where you look through the long list of mediocre nominees and wonder if Emmy voters even had the show on their radar. You worry that they may have just skipped seeing it entirely. Collider video of the day. This is unfortunate, as it was not just one of the best of this year, but one of the best works of television in recent memory. Adapted from the award-winning novel of the same name by acclaimed author Min Jin Lee, it made its own changes to the timeline of the story in a manner that was both bold and beautiful in showing how the past echoes into the present. The bar was set very high for such an adaptation, as it built off of a novel that was striking in its own right. There is a long track record of books being turned into television that have fallen far short of the full strength of their material, leaving those who admired the story let down by what was brought to the screen. Pachinko not only was a great work of adaptation, it showed the full potential of what a change of medium can offer. While it could have just relied on the strength of its source material, it also turned it into a vibrant piece of visual storytelling. Telling the story of multiple generations of a Korean family as they try to survive a harsh world, it spans decades and thousands of miles of beautifully captured locations. If you were to take any frame from the show, you'd be certain to discover a captivating portrait of time and place. Much of this is due to the assured direction of Kaganada and Justin Chon, both operating at the top of their game and helming 4 episodes apiece. They each brought a distinct eye for capturing the beauty to be found in both the quiet intimacy of conversations between characters and the vastness of the breathtaking landscapes they inhabit over generations. Every single moment is just an abundance of riches, the alignment of all the artists working on the show coming together to form something magnificent. There isn't a weak moment as it all draws you into the lush details of its world. There are moments of harrowing horror, unflinchingly laying out the cruel machinations of history, that are then intermixed with joyous scenes of humble triumph. This is where the work of longtime writer and showrunner Soo-hyo made it all sing, capturing the kaleidoscope of emotions with a dedication that can be felt in every enthralling scene we get with these characters. It never sets a foot wrong, expanding the scope of the story into the broad context of a moment without ever losing sight of the specific people at the center. It strikes a balance that most shows could only dream of finding and many never do in a meaningful way. Integral to this is an ensemble cast of incredible actors, all of whom would have been at the top of any awards ceremony that truly recognized talent. However, I am going to focus on the work of one particular standout performer, Kim Mina, who plays the teenage version of the central character Sunja. Serving as the grounding force of the story, she delicately captured both the vulnerability and strength of her character with ease. Left with little resources and facing unimaginable odds, the resolute determination she instills with her performance is understated yet constantly overwhelming. She crafted a complex character all her own, making every solitary moment feel like it was bursting with emotion. As Sunja carried the weight of the world on her shoulders, we are brought into her life with compassion and care. One scene that stands out is when she has an uninterrupted conversation at the end of the third episode over a meal. Without spoiling, it is such a masterful moment that it has permanently etched it into my memory. You can picture it being the scene that would have been picked to play as part of a package at the Emmys to demonstrate how she soared in her performance. Her being overlooked doesn't dull the brilliance of the performance, nothing could do that. Still, there remains the feeling that she absolutely should have been included. There was one nomination that the show got, and that was for Outstanding Main Title Design for its glorious opening that I've gone back to watch multiple times. While this was more than deserved, it still should have been one of many. The underlying aspect of the show being snubbed is the fact that Emmys, as well as most awards broadly, have undervalued the work of art that is spoken in a language other than English. While it was nice to see the breakout hit Squid Game get a bunch of love, the fact that it is the first non-English series to be nominated for the drama category should give us all pause. Believe it or not, there are entire works of art from places all around the world that are more than deserving of recognition. While they don't need it, as they remain amazing without the validation of others, to pass them over is a loss to us all. Whether we like it or not, to even just be nominated for an Emmy is to introduce a story to more people. When it is one as great as Pachinko, we all benefit from its inclusion. Conversely, when it isn't included, we are worse off for excluding it. Nothing can take away from how it will always be exceptional, though it remains the year's most criminal oversight.